Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Cinderellimouse and I'm here to show you an aspect of the new expansion pack Adventure Awaits. I do have the code courtesy of the EA Creator Network, so thank you very much to them. Now what I do actually want to show you today is how to access custom getaways that other creators have made via the gallery. So not just the venues, but the actual schedules that determine what Sims are going to do on that lot. There is a bit of a trick to it, so I did want to make this video because I got confused by this and I want to make sure everybody has a little bit of a tutorial, a little bit of a guide ready for when the pack launches. So I'm going to use my boarding school. I do have a video on this if you want to see how the boarding school works, but I'm going to show you how to download the lot, how to place the lot, and how to access the custom kind of schedule for that lot. So I built it for Windenburg and I used the Villarreal house, but I don't want those Sims on the lot. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to evict them. I can resettle them later, and we're going to go and load the von Windenburg estate. I'm going to go into a build mode. Alright, so now the lot has loaded. What you're going to want to do is go to the gallery and download the venue that you want. If it's my boarding school, you can find that under my gallery page. If I go to catalogue, we should be able to find it here. Summer Gale Prep. It does use a lot of different packs. Some of the things that I create are just base game and Adventure Awaits. This was kind of one of my cross compatibility videos, so I did want to show how it worked with a lot of different features from the game, which is why it uses so many packs. But again, it doesn't have to be my venue. It can be any venue that you've seen on any creators gallery page or any of their videos that they're sharing with the community. So I'm going to find whichever lot that I want and I'm going to be like, yeah, place that lot. Now you're going to get this pop-up. So it'll say what venue type. Now currently the lot was a residential lot, which is why there was a family living on it, but I want it to be a custom venue because that's what I'm downloading, right? So custom venue gallery, yes. Replacing the estate, yes. So here we go. We'll just give it a second. Now, when I first did this, I was expecting this to work. I was expecting this to have my custom schedule. So if I go up here to venue info and I go to modify schedule preset, I was expecting my boarding school to be here. So the reason why this didn't work was because the lot was originally a residential lot and it changed the lot type. Now, if you want this to work, what you're going to need to do is go to whichever lot you're placing the custom venue down on and actually change it to a custom venue before you place the lot. So if I do this, custom venue, change the lot type, yes please. And then if I go ahead and place the lot again, here we go, place lot, furnished, yes please, yep. So because I'd already set it to a custom venue, it should work this time. Open modify schedule preset. There you go. Now you see my boarding school. So say you don't want to use my venue. Say you've got your own boarding school, but you want to use my custom schedule. All you're going to do is go here to save new preset and you're going to click that. And now if you go to a different venue and you look at this list here, you're going to find the boarding school and you're just going to click that and it's going to auto apply that schedule. So say for example you've created your own build and you want to do a magic school. So I'm going to show you how to take my schedule and adapt it to your build. So say for example this was your build. I'm going to evict the charm family. Actually you don't even need to. Let me say, like say you want the charm family to host and run a magic school and you've done a whole building here for this. If I go on play, okay, so if I wanted to, I could evict the Sims and turn this into a custom venue and apply my schedule to it. But I'm going to show you another way of doing this. So say for example you want Minerva Charm to run your magic school. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the phone and you're going to go to the travel and you're going to plan a getaway like this. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to pick whichever residence you want to apply the getaway to. In this case, it's the Charm Family residence. I'm going to say 5 nights and I'm going to say reoccurring weekly and starting on Monday to Friday. And then I'm going to go to plan getaway. Now here, because I saved my getaway earlier, if I click on this, I can find that pre-made boarding school getaway, and it's just going to automatically apply. I am going to want to switch out the head teacher to my own sim, so I'll have, where is she? Where are you? She should be here. Here she is, Minerva Charm. There we go. So I want her to be the head teacher. And then you can go in and check who you want the ground person to be, who you want the pupils to be. Maybe I don't want it to be children. Maybe I want it to be teenagers who can do the magic spells. So I'm going to change the criteria from child to teen like this. And that is going to change the Sims that are going to come. So we should see that that starts to switch over. So I'm going to go manually pick which Sims I want. So Sophia Birchson, Rashida Watson, Niall Spector, Luna Villarreal, Kaori Nishide. You can just pick whoever you want. Freya Loden. There we go. So once you've got your Sims, you're all pretty much set to go. But I don't want them to be doing like the child things, right? So if I open build physical skills, instead of doing that, maybe I want them all to do magic. So I'm going to go to Mischief and Mayhem and go on cast helpful spells. I'm going to be a good magic school. So I want everybody to learn how to cast spells. So I'm going to get rid of these child activities for the boarding school pupils, and I'm going to replace that with cast spells, right? And then I want to change the next time slot, build mental skills. You can go in here, get rid of that and say, okay, instead of that, I want everybody to, what else can Magic Sims do? Maybe you want them to use the cauldron, which I think there is a thing for, right? Is there not? Why did I think there was one for like use cauldron? Am I crazy? Oh, there's a nice one. Craft apothecary elixirs. That suits a magic school. So I'll go ahead and I'll use that, and I'll install some apothecary tables, and everybody can come and do the apothecary skill. So I want to get rid of build mental skills and change that to apothecary. There we go. So you can see how you can very easily adapt my boarding school schedule and turn it into something that you can use in your own games and use it on your own lots as well. So say I want to save this, I might change it to magic school, and then I can just go ahead and save that. And now if I want to apply that to other lots, I've got my magic school set up and I've got my boarding school originally there as well. So I can just change back and change between them. So you can run different schedules on the same lot if you want to as well. Okay, so I'm going to run through it a couple more times just to make sure I've explained it well and just to show you a couple of variables. So say for example, you'd watched my ghost hunting getaway video and you wanted my ghost hunting lot or my ghost hunting schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and load the old Ravenwood estate in Ravenwood. I'm going to go to build mode. And of course, it doesn't have to be my builds or my gallery. It can be any creator, any gallery upload where they've uploaded a custom schedule, a custom getaway. So yeah, maybe you've seen someone else doing something and you're like, I want that. You see that they upload the lot. This is how you're going to go and get that for use in your own games, because I know not everybody wants to go through the time and the detail of setting up their own schedules. It's kind of a bit of an overwhelming system. So I do want to simplify it as much as possible so people can have a lot of variety that they can use in their own games. So again, what I'm going to want to do is go and change it from residential to a custom venue. This is going to make sure that that custom schedule transfers across the gallery. And then I'm going to open the gallery. I'm going to find the lot. It's right here, ghost hunting getaway. I'm going to place it, furnished, go for it. So obviously this was not my build. This was originally in the game. I just adapted it to make it suitable for ghost hunting. So if we go down here, if you haven't seen my video, I've added like the seance table and like this weird little meditation room and things like this. So go and watch the video if you're not familiar with what I was doing there. But we don't really want the lot. You could place those items down yourself. What we're trying to get here is the custom schedule. So if I go over here now to modify schedule preset, you can see my ghost hunting schedules here. And so what you can do, again, maybe you don't want to do ghost hunting at the Ravenwood estate. Maybe you've got your own venues that you want to do ghost hunting on. You can just go ahead and save the preset. And again, that's now going to show up in your list of pre-made schedules that you can assign to any lot. So here you go, ghost hunting. So what I would say if you're doing this and you want to replicate my video exactly, I would then go ahead and change this to haunted house residential. which is going to take off the custom venue tag, and then you can just go in and kind of like, you know, add whatever like crazy tags you want to do on there, any lot traits that you want to add, any extra objects that you want to add as well. And now I can go away and choose a different sim. So for example, Thorn Bailey, and I can go on a getaway, a haunted house getaway to this venue. I don't have to set this as a custom venue. So again, you can go and watch my video for kind of more details on that. So now that I've got that custom getaway, that custom schedule kind of saved, I can apply it to any lot. So if I get Olive Spectre here and I want to go on a haunted house ghost hunting session on the cemetery, I can do that. So I'm going to go to the travel icon here and I'm going to go to plan a getaway. Okay, so here we go. So I don't want to do it on my haunted house residential. I want to do it on the graveyard. So if I go down here and I find the cemetery, here we go, and I'm going to go for 6 nights. And I can go here and now straight away I can find my ghost hunting schedule and we're all set up and ready to go. So I don't even need to worry too much about editing the lot now, because I can edit the lot and add any items I need when I'm already on the getaway. So all I want to do is make sure that I'm in the right role. I don't want to be a ghoulie actually, I want to be the hostess. So I'm going to take myself off that role and I'm going to put myself on this role. So take her off. Add myself, there we go, perfect, we're all sorted, these are all green now, and yeah, we're just going to go on that getaway. Here we go. So you can see that my custom ghost hunting schedule has now been applied to the cemetery lot. And now I can just go in and think, right, what do I need to add here? So I can jump into build mode and it can be like, okay, let's add a seance table. Maybe I want to pop that there. Maybe I want to add some tarot cards. Maybe I want to make sure there's enough places to sleep. So maybe I'm going to put a tent down, or maybe I'm going to put some sleeping bags down in here, you know? So yeah, the custom schedule can now run. You can actually sleep in the mausoleums and some of the coffins as well, so there are places to sleep already on this lot, but you can literally do ghost hunting on pretty much any lot that's an allowed kind of like lot type for getaways. So yeah, that's now going to run. And I can do my ghost hunting, you know, say I want to do a whole ghost hunting series on different spooky lots, I can just go around and apply that getaway, that schedule, to whichever lot I think I want to go to, right? It doesn't have to be my lot. So I think that's really cool. Honestly, I really love this system. I think it's very, very flexible. And shout out to Sim Guru Jessica, who I believe like was very, very adamant that we should be able to transfer these schedules across the gallery. I thought I'd imagined that. Honestly, when it didn't work the first time, I thought I was going crazy and I'd imagined it. But yeah, I believe Sim Guru Jessica is the guru to give the shout out to for that. So again, the trick is all you need to do when you want to get a custom venue and a custom schedule from the gallery is just load the lot and make sure it's already set as a custom venue before you place the lot. If it doesn't work, just place it again and eventually that custom getaway will show up. So it might take you a couple of tries, but trust me, it is possible. Okay, let's do it one more time with my military training academy. So again, some of you may have watched that video. I know some of you were interested in getting this custom schedule for yourselves, and so this is how you're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and load Revive and Thrive, which is the venue that I built this on. Again, it doesn't have to be the same venue. As long as you can place the lot down and you do it as a custom venue, you're going to be able to access that schedule. So maybe I want to keep this the way it is, right? Maybe I don't want to change this. I might go ahead and save this lot to my library so that I can replace it afterwards. What I'm interested in here is getting that custom schedule. So going to my library, I'm going to go to my gallery again, and we're going to go ahead and grab where are we? Military Training Academy. So I'm going to go ahead and place that lot. Furnished, yes please. Replace it, yes. It's already a custom venue, so it should do this automatically, but if not, we'll just go ahead and place it again. So let me go to modify schedule preset. There we go, it worked. So again, all I need to do here, if I want to apply this to a different lot, I'm just going to go ahead and save the preset. Now that is going to be saved to my list along with ghost hunting and the magic school. It's all there. And yeah, we're going to go and find the lot that I want to apply this to. Okay, so here we are in Strangerville, and this is it says Windenburg military base. I originally built it for Windenburg, so please excuse that. But this is my military base. It is available on my gallery, and you may have seen it in my Greg videos. So Raising Them Right, when Greg went to the military, I was basically running this with for rent as a rental lot, and all of these were different rental units. But now I don't need to do that. I can run this as a getaway. So I've changed it already to a custom venue. I'm going to go for modify schedule preset, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it into my military academy. There we go, all set, ready to go. Perfect. So I could play now as the military commander if I wanted to play as like Buzz Grunt or something, or I could also play as one of the recruits. So again, just to kind of show you how this works. So in Strangerville, I've just loaded the Sigworth house because Jess Sigworth is already in the military career. Now, the lovely thing about the military career is it is a work from home career. This means it's semi-active. You don't have to go to the rabbit hole. You can choose to work from home. And that means that you're going to be given a daily task, and you don't have to do it at home. You can do it on any lot. So I can now actually do my job at the military base, which is just up the road somewhere over there. There it is, peeking out from behind there. So what I can do is I could, if I wanted to, and I wanted to be like, okay, kiss your family goodbye, we're gonna go and stay on the base for 6 days, I could run a getaway, but I could also just basically turn up. So here we go, we're going to travel to Windenburg military base. So not even running a getaway, you don't have to run a getaway. The custom schedule will run on a custom venue. So here you go. So I can just turn up and do my job at the military base for the day. And it's going to, because I've got that custom schedule, all the Sims are going to basically act like they're on a military base. And I don't actually have to sign up to it myself. So say I'm playing as a civilian and I'm doing the Strangerville mystery, and I want to go and complain to the army or find some Sims who are in the military, I can actually go to this lot and go and speak to them at the military base. So say for example as well, I wanted to create like, oh, how thought-provoking. Yeah, sure, you can like deep thoughts, go for it. Like the whole family's come for some reason. Yeah, so I can go now and do my job like on the military base. So my job today, my daily task is to go jogging. So I'm just going to stop her from cooking for a second, and I can just go ahead and click on her and be like, hey, march around, you know, or go jogging. There you go. And now I've got an actual active workplace to do my career from. So instead of doing boring old rabbit hole jobs, I've now made my own active career basically. So yeah, I think that's really, really cool. So, you know, when it's time to go to work, instead of sending them off to the rabbit hole or just doing that job at home, you can go and do your job on the actual military base, and I think that's super duper cool. So again, I might have to tweak it a little bit. I might have to add an item here, switch an item out there, but you know, even things like sleeping, they're going to be able to do here. So again, just looking at that custom schedule, because I've made it a custom venue and I've got the custom schedule on it, you can see what people are meant to be doing at each time of the day. So jog outdoors, have breakfast, do homework, debate, have dinner, work out, sleep. And so they should roughly be following that schedule if the right items are on the lot. So things like, you know, they've got these like military things. I could add things like play basketball in their free time if I wanted to do that. So yeah, and things as well, like I could have them all coming using the computers and doing research. Again, if you want to do it as like a military university, a military academy, you know, they can come in and actually do their coursework from the computers. Again, if you watch my military academy video, that's kind of how that works. Yeah, so even if you're playing as like the commander, you've got like these offices that you could work from and things like this. Upstairs, again, you can build your own lot, you can use my lots, I don't care. You know, I build things for myself, and if other people want to use them, then go right ahead. But yeah, you've got like the little like workroom in here where you can do like the bugging and things like that. You can play cards. You can come and work out indoors. So it's I love how functional this lot has become with my custom schedule. I'm really, really happy actually with this pack. There's so many ideas and things that I want to do with it. But anyway, hopefully this was helpful to you. Hopefully this explains how to take a custom schedule from the gallery, via whichever lot it's attached to, and apply it to your own game. So again, just really briefly, the whole process is make sure wherever you're placing the lot, it's set to be a custom venue first, then place the lot down, then get the schedule preset, save it to your own game so you've got it in case you want to apply it to other lots. And yeah, and then again, if you want to take my military academy and go in and switch a few things out and just save it as an ever so slightly different name and re-upload it, I'm perfectly fine with that. You do you. Go right ahead, bestie, right? Just have fun with it. I do see my job as a member of the Creator Network as being someone who can like facilitate making things easier for everybody else. You know, some people are builders, some people aren't, you know, so you've got the Creator Network and you've got the people building and putting things on the gallery so that you don't have to do that if you don't feel like you enjoy building. You know, if you don't understand the schedule system and you just don't have the time to do it yourself, you know, the other simmers, not even just members of the Creator Network, but other simmers are going to be there, you know, doing their own schedules for you to download and enjoy. So I want to make sure you know how to do that. Yeah, I wouldn't re-upload other people's schedules without permission, but you do what you want with my stuff. Like, I don't mind, right? Sharing is caring. So yeah, I hope that was helpful to you. Please go forth, enjoy this pack. It's a super flexible system. Honestly, there's so many possibilities with it. Show me your creativity. If you want to share whatever you're doing with me on Twitter or Blue Sky, show me your screenshots, tell me your ideas. I love to hear it. I think everybody's super creative. If you want to tell me in the comments as well, go right ahead. I hope you found this video helpful. Take care of your faces, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.